Should you play hard to get? Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. And playing hard to get is a concept we throw around a lot because we try to come up with different strategies in most areas of life. And playing hard to get is very popular. It comes up in a lot of different areas. Like, don't try too hard is a variation on play hard to get when there's nothing to play hard to get for. Um, we think about it in terms of why do we want to play hard to get? This is a very common strategy that I see in the world around me, and I don't always get it. I don't, because if you want something, I don't know why you're playing hard to get about it. Now, playing hard to get, if you are the one playing hard to get, right? You're playing on one of a number of kind of psychological trigger points for people. Um, and the one that kind of struck me was sort of the illusion of scarcity. You're creating the illusion of scarcity of that person. So you're creating this illusion that, well, I have so many options that I don't really need to deal with you. It feels like we're playing with people a little bit, doesn't it? It feels a little bit like we're gaming it a little bit. And I don't like that. And that I think is maybe where I'm coming to is that the problem with dating, since this has clearly become a dating advice show, is that dating has become a game. It's not just me who thinks that. I mean, you literally Tinder is quite literally a game. It's a swipe right, swipe left game, and it's like a casino. And I've talked about this before. I looked into it a little bit before, but I'm coming back to it now. It's like a casino. It's like, I'm taking bets on who's gonna like me back, and it creates, well, Tinder especially, but it creates both the illusion of choice, meaning there's always a bigger fish or a better fish, and the illusion of scarcity. Like, if you're not getting any matches, there's the sense that, well, I'm not getting any matches because nobody wants me. Well, the fact is, it may not be that nobody wants you. It's just that you may be doing some things wrong. We talked about this the other day. It's maybe, spruce it up a little bit. Maybe try a little new fashion sense. Maybe wash your clothes once in a while. Brush your teeth, the basics. Cut your hair. It's a good start. But dating has become a game, and in more ways than just the app, even meeting in person. It's like you gotta know how to talk to somebody without wanting to seem too forward. You gotta be forward, but not too forward. You have to approach, but don't approach too hard. It's harder than fishing, because at least fishing, you can spend the day just with your pole in the water looking silly, and nobody blames you if you don't catch any fish. And I'm mostly speaking, again, as I always give this warning, I'm mostly speaking for the guys here. I keep looking over to my timer to make sure I don't go over on you guys. I'm mostly speaking to my guys here because that's my experience. But it's tough. And it's tough not just for the guys, but I think it's tough for the girls too, because they they have to play into this game too and then deal with the consequences of the fact that, well, I'm the it's usually the girls who play too hard to get, and they have to deal with sort of the psychological consequences of, well, am I playing too hard to get? What if I don't want to play hard to get? What if I would actually like to date this person sometime before the next ice age? Maybe I'm interested and they're just not, they're just not pursuing me. What should I do then? Well, I don't know. Do I have solutions to every problem? No, but I do have some solutions in this case. Number one, maybe playing hard to get isn't the right way to go. Maybe the right way to go is to just have a rich and full life that requires your attention. Like, don't worry about it. Like, just live a full life, enjoy your life, enjoy that full life, and maybe just kind of go with the flow when it comes to the dating aspect of it. Now, this is not a perfect strategy because your life is not always going to be interesting, because we're not always interesting people. We may have interests and hobbies, but we're not always that interesting. Some days we're slugs on our couches, and that's okay. But be more busy than not with your own life so that you're not constantly thinking about the only thing you have to think about is dating. Like, you have a full list of hobbies and interests that will make you more well-rounded as a person. And perhaps that will take some of the pressure off of, you know, what's the way I want to put this? The whole playing thing, the whole game thing, the whole gamesmanship. Number two, maybe, I don't know, maybe you just stop pretending that you need to play these games. If you're at the age where you're actively dating and you're not in high school, you've probably evolved past the games, right? If you're a guy and you like a girl, just walk up to her and say hi. Now, grant you, I'm not an expert in this field. My girlfriend and I met off of Bumble, and I don't know. We met each other. It was kind of pure luck, and truly, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go along. So far, so good. But I'm saying this from, it's always easy to give advice from an outside perspective. So maybe if you like someone, just say it in this weird way. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the worst thing that can be said back to you if you go up to somebody and you say to your face, hey, you're really cute. Can I get your number? The worst thing she could say is, no, 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 God, no. Why, oh, why are you doing this? Please do not ask for my number. You are an ugly slug. It's the worst thing she could say. So, that's the worst thing she could say. I will say it to you. You are an ugly slug. There. You've already been hurt. You've already been downtrodden. So just walk up to them and say it. Number two, if you are too worried about dating and you don't have the guts quite to walk up to the pretty girl or pretty guy of your choosing and tell them of your interest, maybe you're not ready to date. It's okay. You can take some time for yourself. Work on yourself. Have a large group of friends. Enjoy time with those friends, and don't enjoy time with those friends to try and meet their friends to try and meet a special someone. There is no clock. You're in no rush. Even if you're 70 years old, you're in no rush. Like, I know plenty of people who get married in their 70s. Bill Belichick is dating a 21-year-old. So my guy friends, as the joke has been made across many platforms, your significant other may not even be born yet. Don't date a 21-year-old as a 70-year-old. That's a little, it's not great. And it's only not great because, like, I don't know what the connection is, other than she's hot and he's got lots of money. Like, that's the romantic connection, I think. But that's the general rule, guys. Either just walk up, know that the worst could happen, and just walk up and say something, or focus on having an interesting life, have interesting friends, and have them for genuine reasons. Don't start a new hobby to try and meet someone. Start a new hobby because you're actually interested in the hobby. Make friends because you actually like people. And through that process, who knows? Maybe you meet someone. Maybe you won't. But at least you'll have fun. That's all I got for you. That's the best advice I got. Look, I'm recording this. It's late and I'm tired, and it's a 10-minute podcast, so I'm just firing this one from the hip. If you can correct my psychology on this, you're more than welcome to be a guest on the show. I don't know how we'll guest you in, but we'll figure out a way. This life finds a way, and we will. And if you liked it, hit the subscribe button. It's here or here somewhere. I've got other videos here or here. You can follow the link to those. They're fun. And if you didn't like it, leave a mean comment. I thrive on attention. So if you give me attention, I'll be fine anyway. But that's what I got for you. Have a good day. Have a good night. So long. Farewell. Au revoir. À Wiedersehen. I'm Nick. This is 10 Minutes with Nick. Have a great day.